It's been a month since the candidates arrived in Telangana, India, and we have fallen in love with most of them, if not all. They each carry dreams, hopes, and that mysterious X factor that can captivate and possibly win the crown. But as you know, Miss World is not just about beauty. It demands purpose, passion, and above all, compassion. The Miss World organization was created in the United Kingdom by Eric Morley in 1951. That makes it much more than a competition. It is a legacy, a company where 108 women applied for the job, the honor to carry that legacy forward. Since Mr. Morley's passing in the year 2000, his wife, Julia Morley, has carried the vision as co-chair. And for her to continue the mission, she needs someone who is loyal, trustworthy, kind, and deeply committed. Beauty alone is never enough. Real change demands heart, the kind only a few in the world truly possess. That's why we were so excited for the grand finale here in Telangana, India. Mastering the art of hosting, the 5-star Trident Hyderabad was the official home away from home for the Miss World participants. And to the government of Telangana, we thank you for your visionary leadership, for your commitment, and for celebrating beauty in all its forms. Every single woman in my personal top 40 captivated me with something rare, whether through purpose, elegance, heart, or the way she simply carried herself. We as pageant creators can see it, we feel it when it's real. Beauty is a part of the crown, but it's the soul that makes it shine. And so now, with pride, joy, and deep admiration for each delegate, let us begin our journey, starting with number 40. We begin in the heart of the Indian Ocean, where emerald rainforests meet crimson earth and time dances to the rhythm of the waves. Welcome to Madagascar, a land of enchantment, mystery, and stories yet to be told. At number 40. Siria Temanyom, Miss World Madagascar. I am not lucky, I am blessed. And this island nation is blessed to have her. Siria is a radiant force, speaking for those too often silenced. Her purpose? To protect children with albinism in Madagascar. In places still shadowed by cruel superstitions, these children face violence, abductions, even death, simply for being born different. Siria has stood with them, walked beside them, and made their pain known. In Farafangana's Semafa Center, she met children who had survived unspeakable horror and gave them her voice, her love, her courage. As she says, it's never too late to build a better world. And for Madagascar, that world begins with Siria. We now journey to the vast, storied lands of the north, a place of deep forests, sacred waters, and resilient spirits. Welcome to Canada. At number 39, Emma Morrison, Miss World Canada. A proud Indigenous woman, a public speaker, a voice rising to honor heritage and shape the future. Through her Ribbons bursary, Emma is empowering Indigenous girls in her own hometown, encouraging academic success, leadership, and pride in identity. First Nations, Inuit, Métis. This bursary is a ribbon of hope woven into the next generation of changemakers. Her journey is not just about beauty, it's about purpose, reconnection, and a promise to uplift voices that have long gone unheard. As Emma says herself, we can keep making a difference together. And if crowned Miss World, that legacy will only grow. At number 38, meet Jane Nooster, Miss World Netherlands. From the shimmering ice rinks of The Hague to the world stage in India, Jane brings with her a story of grace, focus, and unwavering heart. As a champion figure skater and advocate, her Beauty with a Purpose project, Empower Hope, uplifts the homeless, empowers young girls, and supports vulnerable communities across the Netherlands. Now residing in Hyderabad's Hotel Trident, she's embracing the rich culture of Telangana while standing tall among global changemakers. Jane Canoster doesn't just represent a country, she represents a movement of elegance, a movement of impact, a movement of hope. At number 37, meet Julia Russell, Miss World Cambodia. A fashion model with purpose and the founder of New Day with Julia, she is lighting a path of learning and love through her project Reading with Julia. From the rural corners of Kampong Speu, she's delivering more than just books. She's delivering hope, school supplies, meals, and the dignity of care. With every school bag gifted, with every soap bar and sack of rice, Julia is showing that true beauty uplifts others. Her mission is clear: empower through education, inspire through kindness, transform through love. At number 36, meet Remi Joy Mojisola, the radiant soul representing Nigeria at Miss World. A fashion model, public figure, and the voice of a silent epidemic. Joy's purpose is deeply personal. She lost her mother, and now she fights for every woman who shouldn't have to. Through advocacy for maternal health and a movement she calls the Omoluabi Renaissance, Joy is rewriting what it means to protect, to empower, and to lead. In the heart of Telangana, she discovered that true beauty lives in resilience, and grace always finds its way. For Joy, this crown is more than a title. It's a promise to secure the future by saving our mothers. At number 35, meet Taje Bennett, the golden spirit of Jamaica and founder of Fix Your Crown. Raised by women of unwavering love and wisdom, Taje carries their legacy in every step, walking tall for her sisters and the next generation of dreamers. A member service officer by day and a future lawyer by determination, she's building a bridge between ambition and advocacy. Her purpose? To help women rise, to speak truth into silence, to restore the crowns we've been told to hide. Through safe spaces, sisterhood, and soul-deep affirmation, her movement declares, "You are worthy, you are enough, you are never alone." Taje Bennett, not chasing perfection, but standing proudly in purpose. At number 34, meet Maria Melnichenko, Miss World Ukraine. From the once peaceful streets of Irpin, now marked by the scars of war, Maria's story is not just one of beauty, but of resilience. When her hometown fell under siege and her university crumbled beneath the conflict, she did not run from the ruins. She chose to rebuild. As the ambassador of the Rebuild STU initiative, Maria now leads efforts to restore the State Tax University, her second home, her symbol of hope. Through her Beauty with a Purpose mission, she raises her voice for students without classrooms, for futures paused by devastation, for a nation that still dares to dream. In Telangana, she brings Ukraine's heart to the world stage. Maria Melnichenko, proof that from rubble rises purpose. At number 33, meet Samantha Poole, Miss World New Zealand. From the heart of Aotearoa to the world stage in India, Samantha's journey is a story of strength born from struggle. A scoliosis warrior herself, she founded Annie Bloom, a registered charity bringing comfort and community to those facing the pain and uncertainty of spinal conditions. Through care packages, confidence building, and unwavering love, she's built a support system for those who often feel unseen. For Samantha, scoliosis may shape the spine, but it does not define the soul. Her Beauty with a Purpose mission reminds us that even through the curves of life, we can still stand tall. Representing New Zealand, Samantha Poole, blooming with compassion, courage, and community. At number 32, meet Grace Ramtu, Miss World Kenya, a fashion designer, a DJ, and a fearless voice for young survivors of sexual assault. Grace carries with her a prayerful spirit, one that believes healing begins with awareness, courage, and action. At Mbagati County Hospital, she stood with DeckerMed Africa Trust offering vital health services to women, from breast and cervical cancer screenings to diabetes and blood pressure checks. In places where healthcare is often overlooked, Grace is making sure women are not forgotten, because a prayerful woman is a powerful woman. Representing Kenya, Grace Ramtu, rising in strength, service, and sacred purpose. At number 31, meet Valeria Canavo, Miss Venezuela World, a fashion designer, a published author, and a soul led by love and purpose. Valeria believes beauty is not just in what we see, but in what we do for others. Her project is more than advocacy. It's a commitment to empathy, to listening, to embracing humanity from the soul outward. Every story she hears, every hand she holds, every smile she inspires, reminds her why she began. In her own words, purpose is the soul of every crown. Representing Venezuela, Valeria Canavo, where beauty meets compassion and kindness becomes transformation. Oh, and by the way, if you're new here, welcome to the Crown Aura. My name is Alexander Valenzuela, and it's truly a pleasure having you with us. We're delighted you're here, and if you're already part of the family, thank you for your unconditional support. You're part of a growing community that celebrates beauty, purpose, and possibility, and for that, we'll be forever grateful. Now, before we continue, let's take a quick pause. Make sure you're following us on Instagram and Facebook, not just to stay updated, but to uplift these incredible candidates. Every message, every share helps them shine brighter. But sometimes we struggle to find clear, updated content, and that can really hurt a contestant's journey. So if you're dreaming of the crown, let the world see you in HD, in full light, and in your best form. Now, let's continue the journey. At number 30, we meet... From Belgium, meet Karen Jansen, Miss World Belgium. A holistic wellness advocate and passionate voice behind at Gogats.be, Karen's mission is rooted in compassion. Her Beauty with a Purpose project is more than just a cause. It's a reflection of her own truth. She believes that true beauty lies in kindness, courage, and in accepting our imperfections. Supporting Leon House and Teyo Houses, Karen has witnessed how open conversations and strong communities can empower and heal. She's here to share a simple truth. Together, we can create real change. Her purpose? To uplift, connect, and spread light. Because when we embrace our authentic selves and stand for one another, we build a more compassionate world. And yes, she proudly ranked in the top 2 of the Europe Top Model Challenge. A queen with vision, purpose, and heart. Representing Vietnam, meet Huyen Tran Aroni, a radiant force behind a mission that speaks to the heart. Her project, Heart to Head, is a journey of hope, knowledge, and transformation. She believes that while not every child is born with the same luck, every child deserves the right to dream. And for her, knowledge is the bridge, the shortest path to changing one's fate and rising above hardship. Through her initiative, she has helped renovate schools and donate bookcases in communities facing difficult realities. So far, she's touched more than 12 provinces, partnered with 21 schools, and shared thousands of books. Her mission isn't just about what's built, it's about what's inspired. She knows one truth well: even the smallest act of kindness can spark powerful change. Representing Germany, meet the unstoppable Silvia Dora Sanchez, a global citizen, an educator, and a fierce advocate for culture, growth, and transformation. Her journey began as a 17-year-old exchange student in Brazil, a decision that opened her eyes to the world. Since then, she's lived in 9 countries, traveled to 37, and mastered 15 languages across 6 alphabets. Her life has become a canvas of culture, adventure, and bold reinvention. From DJing in clubs and interning at the German embassy to graduating in the top 1% of her university, Silvia is a story of breaking barriers and choosing curiosity over comfort. Her heart beats for activism, education, and the stories found in every new place and every shared smile. Through highs and hardships, she's grown beyond limits, redefining what's possible, one brave step at a time. From the radiant island of Sri Lanka, meet the remarkable Anudi Gunasekara, an advocate, a founder, and a voice for those unheard. Anudi is leading a movement that reaches far beyond the crown. Representing a nation that once stood quietly in the world of pageantry, she has now helped place Sri Lanka on the global map, ranking in multiple fast-track events and igniting pride across her homeland. Her campaign? Powerful, passionate, purpose-driven. Through Saheli Sri Lanka, Anudi didn't just distribute sanitary pads, she challenged stigma, engaged government leaders, and got her mission recognized in parliament. She speaks loudly where the world often stays silent about periods, equity, and dignity for every woman and girl. With every action, she proves that change begins with courage, and purpose is the most beautiful crown of all. From the heart of Somalia, meet a queen whose crown tells a story, Zainab Jama. As a child, she drew crowns in her notebook. Today, she wears one for every girl who dreamed, survived, or never had the chance to. Zainab is more than a title holder. She is a survivor of FGM and the founder of the Female Initiative Foundation. Her mission is bold: to end female genital mutilation and empower girls to rise above silence, pain, and fear. She didn't just wear the crown, she carried a voice the world needed to hear. Draped in lilac, inspired by strength and softness, Zainab prepares to walk with purpose, with power, and with the dreams of a generation on her shoulders. Meet Marieli Leal from Mexico, a woman whose strength is rooted in the soil where her dreams first bloomed. With a degree in international studies, Marieli believes that to heal society, we must heal the root, so the tree stands tall and stable. Her journey brought her back to her beginnings, to Gabriel Leiva Solano Primary School, nestled in the small rural community of El Amole, a place where she first discovered the world. Through her Beauty with a Purpose project, Sanamente Resiliente, she advocates for children's right to a fulfilling education, the true foundation of a healthy and peaceful society. Resilience, heart, and purpose, Marieli Leal walks with the spirit of Mexico and the promise of a brighter future. Meet Agathe Kawe, Miss World France, a fashion model, a former nurse, and a woman whose heart beats for healing. Because no child should ever associate the hospital with pain, fear, or loneliness. Agathe's commitment to hospitalized children, especially those battling cancer, comes from a deeply personal place. She knows what it means to face illness at a young age. Today, she offers something powerful, moments of joy, a gift, a visit, a smile, a listening ear. Because these small gestures can transform fear into hope. Through her Beauty with a Purpose work, she honors the quiet heroes behind the scenes, those who bring light to the lives of extraordinary children. Agathe believes that true beauty is the one who acts. It's the one who reaches out. Meet Courtney Chongwe, a model, a chemical engineer, a powerful speaker, and a mental health advocate. She wears the crown of Miss World Zimbabwe with grace and unshakable purpose. From Zimbabwe to Telangana, Courtney's journey is a testament to faith, vision, and courage. What began as a childhood dream is now a reality built on action and advocacy. As the founder of Sanctuary Zimbabwe, she's building therapeutic communities that promote healing and mental wellness. She's not just raising awareness, she's building a sanctuary. Courtney's mission is to become a global ambassador of change. With every step on the Miss World stage, she brings her people strength and hope to the world. Because in Telangana, dreams are crowned, and Courtney carries hers with a purpose. Meet Elise Ranma, Miss World Estonia, and a passionate force for both strength and compassion. A software developer by profession and a European Championship cheerleader by passion, Elise became the very first to earn her top 40 placement through the Miss World Sports Challenge. Discipline, focus, and heart. That's what carried her forward. As captain of her cheerleading team, she knows that being an athlete is about more than physical strength. It's about mental resilience. She advocates for sports and physical activity as a remedy for depression and mental health challenges, especially in younger generations. Growing up, her mother worked in an orphanage. Being surrounded by children without parents taught Elise to value what she has and inspired her mission. She's calling for a culture of volunteering, encouraging people to take time, even in busy lives, to give back to children in need. Because there are young souls in orphanages waiting for kindness, and it starts with someone showing up. Elise believes we are all capable of making space for hope, for compassion, and for love. Meet Isi Princesse, Miss World Cameroon, and a voice for women whose courage often goes unseen. At just 12 years old, her purpose began to take root in the classroom. Today, that purpose speaks through beauty with a purpose. In a world where pain can hide behind even the brightest smile, she chose to raise her voice for women silently fighting a heavy battle: breast cancer. Her project, Cameroon Women Action, is a lifeline of awareness, support, and love. It's not just her mission, it belongs to every woman who has ever feared, fought, or triumphed. From the streets of Cameroon to the global stage, she carries their stories in her heart and their strength in every step. Because beauty with a purpose isn't just a slogan, it's a mission, a legacy, a powerful way to change the world, one heart at a time. Let's welcome to the top 40, Athena Crosby, Miss World United States. A television host, musician, and proud Latina, Athena is also a passionate advocate for autism and disability inclusion. Her Beauty with a Purpose project, ADRX, was born from a deeply personal place: her brother's journey with autism. Watching him navigate a world not designed to understand him sparked a fire in her to make a difference. Through ADRX, she's raising awareness about how people with disabilities are often misunderstood, isolated, or overlooked. Her mission is to shift perceptions, foster compassion, and create a world that embraces every mind and heart. But her journey doesn't end there. Athena believes in the American dream and the strength it takes to chase it. As the daughter of an immigrant mother, she carries the legacy of courage, resilience, and hope. From Hollywood to Bollywood, she believes that dreams know no borders and that stars can rise from anywhere. She's ready to take the crown, not just as a queen, but as a voice for dreamers everywhere. Athena stands tall for her brother, for the immigrant community, and for every individual living with autism. Wrapped in blue, just like her dress, she's ready to wear the blue crown. This is her fairy tale. This is her time. Let's go, Athena Crosby. At number 19, let's welcome to the top 40, Miss World Brazil, Jessica Pedroso. A teacher, writer, and lifelong educator, Jessica carries the power of knowledge in her heart and in her purpose. Her Beauty with a Purpose project is centered on education, not just as a tool, but as a way to overcome vulnerability and build hope. In her hometown of Piracicaba, she volunteers with children facing severe challenges, including those with visual impairments and HIV. Through heartfelt conversations and shared meals, she brings empathy and love to the forefront. Jessica recently launched a 12-month project to support more than 200 orphaned children, giving them access to food, education, and the space to dream again. For her, Beauty with a Purpose is a legacy of every hand extended, every lesson taught, and every dream empowered. She's already seen 14 of her students graduate, walking toward a brighter, bolder future. And she's just getting started. With grace, wisdom, and a heart devoted to service, Jessica Pedroso is writing a new story for Brazil. One student, one classroom, one life at a time. This is the purpose she teaches. This is the legacy she leads. This is Miss World Brazil. At number 18, let's welcome to the top 40, Miss World Scotland, Amy L. Scott. A proud advocate for the MS Society UK and Revive MS support, Amy's Beauty with a Purpose project is deeply personal. Inspired by her cousin's diagnosis with multiple sclerosis, she set out to amplify the voices of those affected, patients, families, and the doctors leading the fight. Through powerful storytelling and heartfelt dedication, Amy is raising awareness, supporting research, and standing up for a community that faces unseen battles every day. With grace and strength, she carries Scotland's voice to the world stage. From the Philippines comes a story woven with compassion. Krystyna Pyszkova is the founder of Colors of Kindness, a movement transforming communities through empathy and action. For Krystyna, the journey to Miss World is not about perfection, but presence, creating friendships, sharing laughter, and lifting others through simple acts of care. With over 100 heartfelt connections across the globe, she reminds us that kindness isn't just a gesture, it's a legacy. Representing the Philippines, Krystyna Pyszkova carries a message of humanity, healing, and hope to the world. In the heart of Uganda, Natasha Nyonyozi walks with purpose. An autism advocate, accountant, and founder of Girl Hive, Natasha uses every platform to uplift, empower, and connect. Through her initiative and her journey with Miss World, she's created memories that go beyond the crown, memories of children discovering confidence through catwalks and shared joy. With grace and gratitude, Natasha reminds us that even the smallest hearts deserve to be seen and loved. Representing Uganda, she brings not only beauty, but a purpose, presence, and impact to the world stage. From engineer to beauty queen, Annalise Nantong of Trinidad and Tobago is proof that purpose and power can walk hand in hand. A civil engineer, athlete, and founder of the Ripple Effect, Annalise has turned service into a movement, uplifting youth through water safety and education. Her Miss World journey is a story of stepping beyond fear, of transformation, and of finding triumph through service. Representing Trinidad and Tobago with pride, grace, and a heart full of impact. This is Annalise Nantong. A historic moment for Montenegro, Andrea Nikolic makes national pageant history by securing a top 40 spot at Miss World for the very first time. As the Multimedia Award winner for Europe, Andrea has shown that authenticity, values, and the power of inclusion can redefine beauty. With her project, The Power of Inclusion, she reminds the world that true strength lies in empathy and understanding. Representing Montenegro with heart, honor, and historic pride, this is Andrea Nikolic. A doctor, a dancer, and a heart full of purpose. Aydil Bilgin from Turkey is the embodiment of grace and healing. From the hospital halls to the Miss World stage, she carries the spirit of every brave child she's ever met. Her mission is clear: to walk alongside her patients, not just as a doctor, but as family, radiating empathy, brilliance, and strength. This is Miss World Turkey, Aydil Bilgin. At just 24 years old, Faith Bwalia has written a new chapter in Zambia's history, crowned Miss World. Zambia, she's become the first Zambian queen to secure a spot in the top 40 at Miss World. A medical licentiate, founder of the Voice of Faith Foundation, and a winner of the Head-to-Head Challenge in Africa, Faith's journey is one of purpose, compassion, and resilience. With each step in Telangana, she's captured hearts across the continent and far beyond. More than a beauty queen, she is a beacon of possibility, a symbol of what it means to rise. Zambia, Africa, and the world are watching. This is Faith Bwalia, elegant, fearless, and unforgettable. From the vibrant heart of Quisqueya, Mayra Delgado shines as Miss World Dominican Republic, a fashion model, Univision NY reporter, and founder of two impactful organizations. Mayra blends beauty, purpose, and leadership with elegance. Her heartfelt story during the Head-to-Head Challenge moved audiences, and now she proudly claims the Multimedia Award for the Americas and Caribbean. With this victory, she advances to the top 40, marking a proud moment for the Dominican Republic. Grateful, grounded, and radiant, Mayra represents more than a crown. She is the voice of purpose and the pride of a nation. From the land of song and strength, Millie Mae Adams rises as Miss World Wales. A medical student, a Yale Young Global Scholar, and founder of Street Doctors Exeter, Millie is science, strength, and sparkles combined. Her project, First Aid Against Knife Crime, is saving lives through education, teaching CPR, and first aid to youth at risk. Millie won both the Head-to-Head and Beauty with a Purpose awards for Europe, an achievement as rare as it is inspiring. She dedicated her victory to her grandfather and now stands proudly among the top 40 quarter-finalists. Fierce, compassionate, unforgettable. Millie May is lighting the way. From the heart of Indonesia, Monica Kezia Sembiring shines as Miss World Indonesia. A virtuoso pianist and passionate humanitarian, Monica won the Miss World Talent competition, dazzling the world with her brilliant performance. But her impact goes far beyond the stage. Through her project Pipeline for Lifeline, she's bringing clean water to underserved communities across Indonesia. A Beauty with a Purpose winner in Asia and Oceania, Monica is restoring health, dignity, and hope to countless lives. With grace, talent, and a heart of gold, she stands tall among Miss World's top 40 quarter-finalists. Indonesia is proud, and the world is watching. From the vibrant heart of South Africa, Zoalise Jansen van Rensburg rises with purpose. A law student, entrepreneur, and founder of Never Too Young to Advocate, she's dedicated to a lifetime of service and impact. Through her work with MeDesk, Zoalise champions equal access to education, helping children learn with dignity and hope. Her voice echoes kindness, her mission reflects humanity, and her heart beats for community. A favorite from the very beginning, she stands as a symbol of grace, authenticity, and transformation. South Africa walks with her, and the world listens. From the island of Martinique, Aurélie Joachim graced the world stage with poise and presence. As the winner of the top model title in the Americas and Caribbean, she walked the runway, not just in fashion, but in power. Founder of Maison Lamu and fashion director at Crayola Mag, she weaves art, elegance, and identity into every step. Representing her beloved island with gratitude and pride, Aurélie stands tall, not just as a model, but as a movement. With back-to-back top model wins, Martinique proves that style is in its soul. Beauty with purpose, confidence with heart. This is Aurélie Joachim. From the Emerald Isle of Ireland, Jasmine Gerhardt stepped onto the world stage with grace and brilliance. A human rights law graduate and ambassador for the Hope Foundation, Jasmine captured hearts and headlines as Europe's top model winner at Miss World. More than just a runway victory, it's a symbol of purpose, poise, and promise. Representing Ireland with elegance, she reminds us of a legacy that once crowned Rosanna Davison in 2003. Now, 2 decades later, could Jasmine bring the blue crown home once again? Confidence, compassion, and a crown within reach. This is Jasmine Gerhardt. Representing the heart of India, Nandini Gupta lit up the runway with pride and purpose. Crowned Asia and Oceania's top model at the 72nd Miss World competition, she secured her place in the quarterfinals with poise, grace, and elegance. In a nation that celebrated Zini Shetty's Designer Award just last year, Nandini now brings home a new triumph, a victory for style, spirit, and India. On home soil, in Hyderabad, she owns the spotlight. Can she claim the blue crown next? With elegance in her steps and India in her heart, this is Nandini Gupta. From the heart of Namibia, Selma Kamanya returns to the global stage with renewed purpose and timeless grace. Crowned Africa's top model at the 72nd Miss World competition, she secures a spot in the quarterfinals and revives Namibia's dreams. After 15 years, Namibia returns to the Miss World quarter-finals, led by a woman who believes that compassion is strength. Selma walks not just in fashion, but in faith, advocacy, and purpose. From economics to urban farming, from the runway to real life. Her message is clear: dignity begins with hope. This is Selma Kamanya, and Namibia is shining once more. From Puerto Rico, Valeria Perez carries more than a crown, she carries a purpose. Her project, Communicating Without Limits, is a call for inclusion, breaking down barriers for the deaf, for those with Down syndrome, and for families fighting cancer. Inspired by her cousin Joselito, she reminds us, being different is not a mistake, it is a gift. Through art, education, and unconditional love, Valeria brings dignity to diversity. Her compassion has elevated Puerto Rico to the top 10 in the Americas. This is beauty with a purpose. This is Valeria Perez. Before I reveal my number 2, and before we rise to the very top, I want to take a moment to honor the woman whose reign is coming to a close. Krystyna Pyszkova, Miss World 2024. As she prepares to pass on the crown, we are reminded that this is not an end, but a continuation of her legacy. Krystyna, your elegance, your heart, and your unwavering dedication to purpose have inspired millions around the world. You walked with kindness, you led with intelligence, and you reminded us all that beauty with a purpose is not just a phrase, it's a way of life. At the Crown Aura, we will forever hold you in our hearts. And though the crown will find a new head, your legacy will remain, etched in time. To the new queen, we welcome you with the same love and kindness we gave to Krystyna. And to Krystyna, may your path ahead be filled with purpose, joy, and the knowledge that we were proud to be part of your journey. Before we reach the top of the mountain, let's pause for the woman who almost wore the crown. Number 2 on our journey is Opal Suchata, Miss World Thailand. Opal is elegance with depth, intelligence with kindness. Her voice has become a vessel for women who have long gone unheard, echoing far beyond borders into hearts. She won the Multimedia Award for Asia and Oceania, but her true impact is far greater than a title. Through this journey, she reminded us that beauty may fade, but purpose remains. And Opal walks forward with purpose, in every step, every word, every action. She represented Thailand not just with poise, but with power. Now allow me to say this from the heart. Between my number 2 and number 1, I see 2 extraordinary queens. Either one could wear the Miss World crown with honor and brilliance. The only reason Opal does not hold the top spot here is due to her participation at Miss Universe in November 2024. Historically, Julia Evelyn Morley and the Miss World organization have preferred queens who dedicate themselves fully to this platform. But if Miss Morley is willing to look beyond tradition, then in Opal Suchata, she will find a queen of rare purpose and true distinction. At the Crown Aura, we believe she is one of Thailand's finest queens ever sent to the global stage. And though history may cast its shadows, we do not judge a queen by a single page. Opal is brilliance, and Thailand, you've done something extraordinary. If not today, then someday. The crown will be hers. But now, the moment has come. The crown is about to find a new home. Ladies and gentlemen, we believe for a year, the Miss World crown will shine from the heart of Asia Oceania. A new chapter begins. A queen is ready to rise. And now, let's meet my number 1 pick for Miss World 2025. And now, we arrive at the summit. At number 1, meet the woman who has not only walked in beauty, but with fierce purpose. Jasmine Stringer, Miss World Australia. Jasmine isn't just a representative of her nation, She is a voice for the voiceless. Her Beauty with a Purpose project, Breaking the Silence, is rooted in the deepest kind of love, one born from loss. In 2015, Jasmine lost her close family friend, Tara Brown, to domestic violence. That moment changed everything. Since then, she's worked with the Tara Brown Foundation, writing children's books, creating education programs, and reaching First Nations communities with healing and hope. This is not just advocacy, it's a mission, a calling, a promise to protect every child, every woman, every home. Jasmine brings the soul of a leader and the heart of a healer. And most of all, she brings the spirit of partnership. Because remember what we said at the beginning, this crown is not just about beauty, glamour, and the perfect gown. It is about working alongside the Miss World organization to carry forward the legacy of Mr. Eric Morley. And we believe Jasmine Stringer can walk beside Julia Morley in that mission, with grace, with respect, and with action. At the Crown Aura, we do not only look at styling or stage presence, we look at legacy, at intention, at impact. Ladies and gentlemen, we believe the crown has found a new home. For the next year, the Miss World crown will shine from the region of Asia and the Oceania. And in Jasmine Stringer, we see not just a queen, but a movement. A movement that whispers, "You are not alone." A queen who turns silence into strength and pain into purpose. Miss World 2025. May your crown rest on the head of a woman who already wears it in her heart. Congratulations, Jasmine. You are our number one. If you found value in today's episode, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who loves beauty pageants as much as we do. And for all the content creators watching, if you're looking for amazing music that elevates your videos, I highly recommend Epidemic Sound. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can try it free for 30 days. And remember, this is just entertainment. We all have our favorites. You may not agree with my picks, and I might not agree with yours. And that's perfectly okay. This space is about passion, storytelling, and appreciating the journey. Because at the Crown Aura, we believe that it doesn't matter where a king or queen is crowned. As long as they lead with poise, grace, and kindness, they have our full support. It was truly a pleasure hosting this episode for you. Check back soon to see what I'm working on next. And until then, I'm Alexander Valenzuela from the Crown Aura. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.